And all right, so welcome everybody. My name is Wendy. We've got Jennifer Linder, Kate Polkemeyer, and Jessica Ward with us here tonight. And there's be some others popping on soon too. So if you hear a little ding ding, that means that they've rung the bell and they're in our meeting. So it'll be really fun. But basically, I just wanted to show you all the options that you have now available since you bought that box. You bought that business in a box. And you are now equipped with a whole lot of possibilities. But there's really a couple of ones that I want you to focus on for the next 12 weeks and really for the first 30 days. If you're already past your 30 days, you are still in the right place for this meeting. You still have a lot that you can learn from it because there is a lot of information. So never hurts to hear it more than once. Am I right, ladies? Not if I'm saying the truth. Okay, perfect. So we're going to share my screen real quick and get started. So welcome. And the slideshow here. So our team's been around since 2014, which if you're watching this in 2019, was 5 years ago. We've got a lot of great milestones to celebrate, but mainly our main purpose on our team is to have impact in our communities and our families and to generate income also for our communities and our families. We are saving communities one book at a time, and now you get to be a part of that, which is so exciting. So we're just going to run through what you should be focusing on now that you've got this amazing business in a box, okay? You definitely need to tell the world. And the reason for that is when you post this graphic on your Facebook page, you send it via message, or you even email it if you have an email list. People are going to see, you're going to attract book people when you post this graphic. They're going to be like, ooh, books, I love books. What is she doing? She just joined Osborne Books and More. I have no idea what that is. But you get to be the person who is that sort of link between our culture, our benefits, and their love of books. So by joining, you have a major hookup for your friends, okay? You've got access to free books galore every time they host a party. You've got a ton of different ways you can fundraise with them, for them. So do not be shy in posting this. Believe me, there'll be somebody who's interested in what you're doing. And we do have words for this if you want to use words as well. And you definitely want to have your link up as well when you post this at first. Now your sponsor will work with you to have your launch parties set up. So you want to have 1 or 2 launch parties. The people who can't come to the first can come to the second, or you've got a home launch, and then you've got 2 Facebook launches. There is no such thing as too many launch parties. I know a friend of mine did 8. She apparently must have had a bad season for her friends, but she did 8 because she wanted all the free books that she gets with her launch party. And so I want you to have that ability too. And so we work with your sponsor, your team leader, to set up that link. It's very important. This is the things we're going to go over tonight really quick. And this is what I'm going to spend the most time on, exclusive new consultant rewards, because they're exclusive to your first 12 weeks only. And you don't want to miss out on those. Then I'll go over some other things: vision, training, trips, awards, adding to your family, which is what we call recruiting, and then the highest pay possible. So let's look at the top 3 things you want to know as a new consultant. Take advantage of your incentive period, which is this first 12 weeks since you joined. Go for all of the rewards. WIOS is write your own success story. So when you hear me say WIOS, that's what that means. It's the first 12 weeks, all the rewards you can get in these first 12 weeks. Don't let your first no's decide your career. Actually, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Don't let any no's decide your career, okay? Stay connected to your team and your leader. You'll do fine. And the best one of all is you don't have to know it all to succeed, okay? You just focus on booking, sharing books, and focus on those rewards. And the great thing about our business is that you can learn while you earn, and you're set. So I have a motion sensing light in this room. It's all right. It's just going to be dark behind me. I hope you don't mind my whitewashed face. It's a good thing I have this little this little light on my computer. Okay, this is what we call WIOS. This is the overview of WIOS. Okay, so you're creating your own success story. I can't do it for you. I can train you, I can help you, I can give you resources, but you get to write your own success story, which is really cool. Because I love stories, because we're book people. And this is what I want you to see right now. By day 30, you can actually get a half kit refund or a full kit refund, depending on your sales, okay? And you can get up to like $700, $800 in commission in these first 12 weeks, even more if you want to do more parties. But all the books you're going to get just by having launch parties and booking parties for other people, you're just going to be rolling in it when you work the system. So definitely work the system. And I'm going to show you the very cool benefit of our business is, say, for example, you're having trouble finding a place on your calendar, on your family calendar for parties, okay? You have a late start. You're just not, it's not happening right away. And you're looking at the time ticking away. Okay, day 30 is coming, day 30 is coming. You have 12 weeks to do all of the benefits, but for some reason, the party's not happening right away. Guess what? You can still get a ton of books just by recruiting. That's right. So you share your link. You say, hey, you know, Sally, you are so cool. I remember you from high school, all the fun times we had, wherever. I think it'd be really fun to work with. You want to try this with me? We can both learn about it together. And she says, yeah, sure, send me info. And you're like, well, here's my link. Take a look at the kit. It's amazing. I've already got, here's my picture of my kit. And it's only $475 or $125 or whatever the kit is that at that moment, okay? You will earn $25 in free books as long as you do this for every single recruit in your first 12 weeks. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. So don't forget about that. It's pretty important. So say you were to recruit 10 people in your first 12 weeks, that would be 10 times 25. It'd be $250 in free books that you would just go into our system and select, right? Amen. Okay. The other, this is by day 30. So I want you to take a moment after this, and I want you to make sure that your day 30 and your 12-week days are up on your calendar somewhere. Beep, 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 like in bright red, highlighted, because it's really cool to get that check in the mail. I did it, okay? And even if you only paid $35 for your kit, like from last month or whatever, $30, then just still getting that refund feels really good. And then the first 12 weeks, so all these are cumulative, you get a success kit. So if you sell $1,000 in the first 10 days, you get a success kit. If you sell $1,000 and it takes you 12 weeks, you get the success kit one, okay? So there's no limit to that, but the sooner the better, because then there's all these other things you can get too. Another success kit, which has $50 worth of business supplies in it and books, and then bonuses. Look at these bonuses. What? Free product, cash bonus. It just feels so good. So for Express Success, what I would advise to you is that you start booking 8 to 12 parties every month. And you take a look at your calendar, family calendar, and you say, okay, well, I'm going to have to double up on some days, but I really want to get those free books and that cash bonus. And it's worth it, you guys. It's worth it. You get also a ton more in commission. We'll go over that later. Remember I talked about recruiting? So you get $25 in free books for each recruit in your first 12 weeks. When you both decide to go, both 3, 4, 5 of you decide to promote in your first 12 weeks to get those bonuses and books, you can actually promote to several levels. And this is a level which involves a tiara, which is pretty nice. Check this out. Here's from a couple years ago. Here's my tiara. Sparkly, sparkly. See? Ooh, blinded. Sorry, I blinded you guys. You want it. And even if you're a tomboy like I am, you want it, okay? So I'm just going to save you that mental anguish. Do I really want the tiara? Yes, you do. All right, moving forward, there's other levels that exist as well. This is our highest level so far, senior director. So again, just recruit as much as you want. There's really no limit. You're going to make a lot more than you thought you would selling books when you do that, okay? Here's an overview of the different levels. The tiara level, here we go, $2,100 a month. Anybody here want to make an extra $2,100 a month? Sign me up, right? What a difference that'll make. And then all the way up to, and this is just averages. So some people make less, some people make more. There's no guarantee of this. You have to be working. You'll just sit there. You know, they work pretty hard for this, but $12,000 a month at the senior director level. So, and some people are making more than that. Oh, so it's worth it. This business has a lot going for it when you work it. And this is one of my favorite quotations by Winston, good old Winston. So in this, you can go crazy, right? So your brain's probably already going, I want to do it all. I do recommend boundaries. Set office hours. You need to, now, if you're going to be your own boss, there's nobody breathing down your neck. I don't breathe down your neck. Your team leader won't breathe down your neck. We just don't, we're not neck breathers. We're encouragers. That's who we are. We can breathe, we can be a neck breather, but chances are our lives will get in the way. So there's two reasons you want office hours. Number one, so that you work, and number two, so that you don't work. Does that make sense? So you need to have office hours so you work. Like this is my time to work. And the second reason you want it is you don't work, because we do this business with our families, not to them. Okay, so you need to find out what that works for your life. And I'll be honest, you need to reevaluate these every season, because your summer office hours are probably not going to be the same as the school time office hours. So I did mention we're not neck breathers in this, on our team, but your calendar kind of is your boss. Okay. And when you have that time blocked out to be working on your business, you need to also fill it with parties. You'll thank yourself later. You want to have as many parties on there as possible. Training and trips, lots of trips you can go on. Ireland, cruises, Disney World, Punta Cana. This year's trip that you all can earn, everybody can earn it, is to Hawaii, and it's all inclusive. All of our trips are all inclusive now. It's insane. There's lots of different ways you can earn it, but basically you book parties and you keep recruiting, you'll be there. Definitely put convention on your calendar. It's the first weekend of June. I mean, just look at these crazy people. You want to be one of them, and you want to get all the free books you get there too. And your first level of promotion is team leader. When you do hit team leader, you'll be invited to our annual beach retreat as well, which is in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Not a bad location, I gotta say. So for awards, lots of awards you can win. I try to do monthly recognition on our page, and sometimes on your Facebook page, you hit 1K in sales, 2K in sales, sometimes 4K in sales, sometimes, team builder of the month. So if you're building your family pretty fast, you'll get a shout out. It's important to me to do that. I also do yearly team awards. So here's some of the categories for that. And then our home office will also send you awards. So I really wish I had something. Oh, yeah, so like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I earned some branded nail polish, and I got to choose my own perfume scents on this really cool, like computerized perfume thing. I don't know. So I got like 3 sets of perfume that I customized. It was a really crazy prize, but it was awesome to win it. Home office sends it to you. You don't have to even buy it. It's amazing. And every month anyone can earn it. So, and it changes. Oh, and there's Jennifer's snazzy bag. She's our bag lady. That thing, oh my goodness, amazing. So yes, you definitely want to hit 1,000 and 2,000 in sales at a minimum to grow your business, but also to get these cool prizes. Here's some other examples of other prizes. Luggage is sometimes included. This is why I say you want to fill your calendar, because you never know what they're going to offer. So you want to make sure your calendar's full so you get it. And then at convention, which you're all coming to in June, these are some of the awards that they give. And I do this because a lot of people don't know starting out that they can actually get awarded in their first year. You can walk that stage your first year. In recruiting or in sales, 30,000 is the minimum to get to walk the stage. So that's from the time you start until March 31st is the cutoff. So our year goes from April 1st to May 31st or March 31st of every year. And then if you show a ton of improvement as a team leader, you get to executive really quick, which is a TR stage. Do a lot of fundraising and stuff like that. You'll also get awards too. So to recap, each month you have the potential to get 25% commission, team challenge prizes, ones I offer, home office prizes that they send to you, and a promotion bonus too. So when you hit that express success and promote to team leader, you start to get 8% more on your parties. And then each year there's team awards and convention awards as well. So adding to your family, which is my fancy way of talking about recruiting, because that's my happy place. Not necessarily recruiting, but knowing that my family's growing. This is a picture of us last year. There's Jessica, Kate, and Jennifer. Look at that. And this is the fabulous one and only Janelle. After I got back from Alaska, we went out for drinks, and I brought her this little hat. We're going to earn Alaska. Anyway, lots of fun to add to your family because it just makes this business more fun. So if you've never recruited before, this is probably a very interesting subject to you. I'm going to say interesting, not scary, because it's interesting. You want to learn more about it, right? So really the main way to recruit is to let people know why you're thinking of them. Make a list. You know, I really loved so-and-so and she'd be so much fun. Or this lady is an entrepreneur at heart and I think she'd really take off with this. And let her know, hey, I've been thinking about you because of this. Have you ever thought about doing something like this before? I never thought about doing something like this before, and I'd really like to do this with you because it'd be fun to learn along with you. Things like that. And it's just about being honest. You know, I just really enjoy your company, and these books are great, and the company I think is great. I'm not sure. I just joined it, but it seems okay. Just being honest and open about what opportunities you have. Mention Hawaii. Goodness, like you want someone on your team to go to Hawaii with, yeah. So here's the kit for this fall. And if you are having trouble thinking of people or for your list, think about who might need the money, or who would you love to work with, or who would be amazing at this, who's passionate about literacy because that is our mission, or who loves to travel because there's a trip that you can earn every year. So this is, if somebody loves to travel, this is the business for them. And a while back too, you know, we were all talking about like what is our best product. It is the books, but also it's the opportunity to really be free with our time and our finances by building a business. And so you can offer the business first. Feel free to do that. If they say no to that, you can offer hosting. You know, that's fine. Would you like to earn some free books of your own? Especially if they say I don't have money for the kit. Well, would you like to host and you get free books? And then they can put in an order, or they can come to a party you're doing. Here's something that we generated as a team, which kind of shows that too. So I don't know. I'm going to be really, really honest with you guys. Honest and Blanche-faced. No's scare me. Not no's, but N-O, scare me. So I needed something to show that it was okay when I get a no. I start with the cherry on top, which is the business, right? We just talked about that. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? And if they say no, I go down to the second scoop, you know? Well, what are your thoughts on getting your pals together and earning free books? And if they say no, guess what? I got another scoop to offer. So I'm actually never going to get a no necessarily. I'm going to get, at the very end, appreciate, you know, your referrals. So that's it. And just in case you wanted to, you know the heart of our business is parties. Right now, you can offer your friends double free books. It's insane. And what that means is normally at $250 in sales, your hostess would get $40 in free books, which is great, right? But you as a new consultant, once she gets to $250 or beyond, it starts to double. So instead of $40 in free books, she'll get $80 in free books as long as she has a booking attached to that. So she just has to have one other friend book a party with you and get over $250, and she's got at least $80 in free books. So make a list of your friends who would love this, because right now you have like the best deal going, okay? And you can feel free to do that. And the reason why we have that attached booking from the party is because pretty much your initial parties are going to be with your friends. And a lot of people are like scared of like, oh, I'm going to be stuck in my social circle. I'm going to be bothering my friends all the time. Well, guess what? Once you have that initial booking beyond your circle, you're not in your circle anymore, which is really freeing. So you can just, do what you want to do. Every party is a learning opportunity. Just like every rickety kite the Wright brothers put together was an opportunity to learn how to fly. And I want to show you too, just this is the last thought in your brain, the highest pay possible. So again, the parties are the backbone because that's where you make the most. There's extras that we do. So you may have heard of book fairs and fundraisers. They give you 17% commission, which is great too. And then the bonuses that you can earn after you promote, which you can do in your first 12 weeks, are 3%, 5%, and 8% on top of that. So go for it. Here's a little illustration. Just a consultant doing her thing. She made $290, but here's a team leader working her business, made $1,090. So there's some differences in each, of course, because not every consultant is going to be the same. Not every team leader is going to be the same, but it's kind of an outline. And these people, the consultant and the team leader, are doing basically the same thing. So why not get paid more? There are certain things you need to jump through to be a team leader. But you can see that you can do it in 2 months as long as you're booking 8 to 12 parties in those months. It can happen. Or if Jennifer Lindner is your team leader, you've got her genius to lean on. She's like the Mac Daddy making stuff happen. All right. And then you see 3 active recruits are required. So it's easiest to get these recruits in the beginning. You may think you have to know everything first, but actually it's just really fun to coach a lot of people all at once, and you all learn together, and boom, you all lift each other up. So here's Randall White. I want you to see his face because he's our CEO. I want you to have confidence that this company, if this is not your first direct sales rodeo, a lot of direct sales companies do fold, but this company since 30 years ago has actually been debt-free. So there's nothing to fear. The company itself is recession-proof, and our books just get better and better, as do our people. Look at these leaders in their fancy Wonder Women shirts, and that's really the backbone, okay? The people. Here is our overall, just know we favor growth over perfection. Here's some fancy words about our purpose and our mission and our values. I'm sure some of those resonate with you. Again, we've got impact and income as the main things. And here's our little what if monster. If you have not read the What If Monster book, you need to as a business person. It is by far one of the most encouraging business books I've ever read. But wait, it was made as a children's book. Yep. So, all right. Well, do you guys have any questions about this particular information? I know I went pretty fast and furious, but I can wait for questions you might have. Sorry about this blinding. There we go. Kate, Jennifer, Jessica, Kat. There's something in the chat box. Let's see. Oh, Kat. Okay, hi, Kat. Anything to add? You guys have something to add from our seasoned veterans here?
I'll add that it seems very overwhelming, but it really isn't if you break it down, and Wendy's training does a really good job of breaking it down in little steps to get you there. So even though it's a lot of information at once, it's not really that overwhelming once it gets broken down.
Thank you, Jennifer. Now we've got it's kind of, you can break it into like 3 phases. So from the get-go, you can post your link and start recruiting, getting all those free books. And as you're doing that, you can be booking your parties. You know, those first 30 days, you want to really maximize. Once those 30 days pass, it's fine. You've still got 2 more months, right? I don't know. 12 weeks minus 30 days. What is that? I think it's like 2 months. So you can really maximize getting all those rewards and focusing on building your business through parties. So we do a lot of fun things extra too. Like I think we're going to do a little book raiser for Cuddle Bears as well coming up, since September is the month for pediatric cancer awareness. And our company has a connection with the Scott Carter Foundation, which raises money for pediatric cancer research. So all of the Cuddle Bear books actually give back to that research, which is amazing. But we want to help you get started in parties too, because that's really the foundation. But you've joined a fantastic team. To my left and my right, on my screen anyway, are some amazing leaders. And then Jessica, who's down here on my screen, is a hard-charging mom of 4. teaching also and UBAMer. So, I mean, we've got a lot of people wearing lots of different hats, and you're going to have a lot of resources. So every question is welcome. So, all right. Well, any last minute questions? Okay. Well, it's good to see you guys. And if you're watching this as a replay, just hit up the person who sent it to you and we can answer all your questions. If you don't want to ask questions and you just want to get started, you can do that too. If you are a hard charger, doesn't need help, that's great too. But I just want to make sure you know there is help available on our team. So, all right. So